Hi, campers, and welcome back to Wednesday's lesson on our mission to save the sun bears of Southeast Asia. Great work on Monday saving those sun bears in Malaysia. Today, we are going to be moving on to our next mission, and our second stop is Thailand. And today, the thing that we're going to be working on reviewing is subtracting using what we know about place value. So the big thing that we need to remember on top of having our tools ready to go, our whiteboard marker or paper and pencil, lining up those place values, when we're subtracting, we have to remember two major things. Number one, the biggest number always goes on the top. And number two, the B rule. And that stands for if the bottom is bigger, we have to borrow. All right, so we're going to do a couple of examples, and then I'm going to send you guys off to Thailand to save the sun bears in that region of Southeast Asia. All right, our first problem is going to be 12,108 minus 81. All right, first and foremost, we're going to take those numbers and put them vertically up and down. Biggest number goes on top, and that would be 12,108 minus 81. That 8 is in the tens place, so it's going to go directly beneath the tens place in 12,108, which is that 0. So minus 81. Again, we've got those imaginary zeros that are holding the place of the hundreds here, thousands, and 10,000s. So zeros are holding those places. All right, we always start in the ones place. 8 minus 1 is 7. 0 minus 8. Remembering that B rule. Is the bottom bigger? Yes, it is. Do we have to borrow? Yes, we do. So we're going to go next door and borrow some more. I'm going to cross off this 1, and we're going to take 1 away. So that 1 will become 0. And the 1 that we borrowed is going to become this 0's sidekick and turn it into a 10. Now, can I subtract 10 minus 8? Yes, we can. 10 minus 8 equals 2. 0 minus 0 equals 0. 2 minus 0 equals 2. And 1 minus 0 equals 1. All right, we're to my favorite part. 1, 2, 3. Cha-cha-cha. Add that comma to separate your hundreds and your thousands. So our answer is 12,027. Now, a really good way to double check your work when you're subtracting numbers like these is to start with your answer and switch that operation. So instead of subtraction, we could add 12,027 plus 81. And if we did our math correctly, guess what? Our sum should be 12,108. Let's go ahead and do a little side math here and double check ourselves. So 12,027 plus 81. Let's see if we did this right. 7 plus 1 is 8. 2 plus 8 is 10. 0 goes down. 1 flies up. 1 plus 0 is 1. Bring down that comma. 2 plus an imaginary 0 is 2, and 1 plus an imaginary 0 is 1. Look at that, campers. We've got 12,108. We also have 12,108, so our answer checks. Here is the difference between those two numbers. All right, let's do another one to practice. All right, we're going to do 981 minus 99. All right, remember the big thing that we're thinking about is if the bottom is bigger, we have to borrow. We're starting with the biggest number. That one will always go on the top, and that number is 981. We're subtracting 99. The biggest place in 99 is in the tens place. It's going to go right beneath that 8 in the tens place. So we're subtracting 99. Now, let's get started. I'm going to start in that ones place. 1 minus 9. I ask myself, is the bottom bigger? Yes, it is. So we have to borrow. We go next door and we look in the tens place. I have 8 minus 9. Uh-oh, campers. Do you see what I see? Is the bottom bigger there too? Yes, it is. So we have to borrow in that tens place as well. We're going to go all the way to that hundreds place and borrow from that 9. I'm going to take 1 away, so 9 becomes 8. That 1 that we just borrowed is going to become this 8's sidekick and turn it into an 18. Now I can borrow 1 from this 18 to bring to this one. So I'm going to cross out my 18, take 1 away. It will become 17. And the 1 that I just borrowed will become this one's sidekick and turn it into an 11. Now we are ready to subtract. 11 minus 9 is 2. 17 minus 9 is 8. And 8 minus an imaginary 0 would be 8. So our difference would be 882. Remember, we can always double check that answer by taking the difference and doing the opposite operation and adding this number. And we should end up with what we started, 981. Let's do a little side math and check. So 882 plus 99. 9 plus 2 is 11. 9 plus 8 and 1 is 9. So 9 plus 9 is 18. 8 goes down, 1 flies up. 8 plus 1 is 9. So there we have it, campers. 981. It checks. So our correct difference is 882. All right, campers, those sun bears in Thailand are counting on you today. Get those whiteboards and markers ready to roll, or papers and pencils. Make sure you remember that BBB rule. If the bottom's bigger, we have to borrow. I'm counting on you guys. Your best, and I can't wait to see how you do.